just a few days removed, of course, of the big news that UFC 151 was canceled.
For the first time in 11 years, we're going to cancel an event. Dan Henderson has a partial tear in his MCL.
Obviously, you were very fired up when you made this announcement.
Right.
Have you calmed down? Has it subsided? How are you feeling just a few days out?
Yeah, I have. I had my moment where I was upset.
Chael Sonnen accepted the fight with Jon Jones, wanted the fight bad. The one thing that I never thought in a million years would happen, happened. Jon Jones said, I'm not fighting Chael Sonnen with 8 days' notice.
You were obviously very emotional. You said a lot of things about Jon Jones, your UFC light heavyweight champion, his trainer, Greg Jackson, who doesn't work for you, but obviously a part of the sport. There's nothing you would take back.
Nothing. No.
I'll tell you what, I'll go on the record saying, this guy is a fucking sport killer, okay? This guy, I mean, this guy's from another planet. I've never even seen anything like it in my life.
Greg Jackson was just on Mauro Ranallo's radio show, and he's saying that he's very confused by your comments. Do you have any follow-up?
I'm very confused by his whole fucking business plan. I don't give a shit what Greg Jackson thinks. This guy's a fucking weirdo, man. Are you kidding me?
What exactly did I say about Jon Jones that was so horrible?
This is one of those selfish, disgusting, decisions that doesn't just affect you. He's been a champion that hasn't been very popular, and I don't think that this is going to do wonders for his popularity. As far as the relationship with us, me and Lorenzo are both disgusted. Good for you, Jon Jones. You're rich and you got some money. You don't need to take this fight, but there's a bunch of guys on the undercard that this is how they feed their family, and this is how they make a living.
It's a difference of eating or skipping a meal for some of those guys that are down the chain, some of the training partners and stuff, to get a domino effect and the residual of one of their athletes competing. And they're going to lose out because one brat couldn't find the courage to step up.
I haven't been in the sport for long. I actually only been fighting for about 4 months. And, I thought it was really early to make it to the UFC already. It would have been too much stress for me to focus on, me actually being a UFC fighter. So now that the match is over, I'll let it soak in a little bit.
How much has life changed for you, Jon, since you kind of burst on the scene and now you're a headliner?
Life has changed big time.
And I just say what I say about him being fake because Jon is not the person that, he says he is or tries to pretend he is to be. He's setting himself up for a fall I don't think he can take right now.
Jon Jones has made himself today, he was already heading in this direction, he has made himself the most hated man in MMA and will be for a long time to come. Now that can make a man money, but is that really what you want to be? Especially when you're a 24-year-old champion, young and on the rise.
The guy's a fantastic talent. I sit back and watch him. I've never touched him. I've never put hands on him. But I look at him, I go, man, you're the best fighter out there. And I always hear these arguments for, pound for pound. I'm going, where's the argument? It's got to be this Jones guy. Now, I could beat him.
The odds of him losing that fight are so small. And the mentality that reflects on the part of Greg Jackson and Jon Jones is this fear of losing at all costs. That will cause you to lose.
This belt is my dream, and this belt represents financial security for my family, and I'm not going to let anyone take that from me. Like I said earlier, I don't believe in eras. I believe in hard work and staying on the ball.
He's a young kid, man. He's a young kid, and he's going to need a lot of guidance. A lot of guidance. The kid is incredibly talented, starting to make tons of money, and he's getting really famous. So those are all the recipes for disaster.
I was starting to get my friends and like people who were never my friends before. I had all these people now like, John, you're gonna be the next great thing. You're the man. You're all that. And I'm like, I can't be listening to this type of stuff. I want to start to believe it.
And as an athlete, yeah, I have a chip on my shoulder. There's completely two different people. Jonathan Jones is a great person, and I'll say that about myself. Bones Jones is, yeah, he's a little high on himself. And I should be, but that's why I compete at the level I compete at, and I train and believe that way.
I want to start to believe it. I'm going to stop doing my extra push-ups, and I'm going to start seeing what's up at the party and all that. So
he did plead guilty to his DWI arrest. What's next for Jon?
This was just stupid. He put the shotgun in his mouth and pulled the trigger. Fans hate him now. He went from somebody that fans didn't like very much. I mean, he's gone from somebody, a talent that fans were very excited about, to a young contender that fans were iffy on, to a champion that fans had serious reservations about, to a champion that fans hate.
I've done nothing wrong but follow my dream. I haven't insulted anyone. I haven't disrespected anyone. I haven't traded on anybody.
Jon Jones, I'm sure this is having a big impact on him. He's a young guy, he's a smart guy, he's a sensitive guy. I hope to God he's tuning out, not on Twitter, not watching TV, not listening to sports radio, not taking texts, just chilling with his friends and family, because he needs those people that care about him today, because he is fucking under assault. Every fighter in the UFC has taken to Twitter. I mean, Dana White sent a clear signal. Fuck this guy. This guy is on my shit list.
I can't make you fight, but it's probably not a good idea to not do it.
This is the kind of thing that can really dramatically affect a young fighter's psychology, his career development, and it makes me sad because I'm a huge fan of the talent of Jon Jones.
They've got to go out and promote this guy in the next 2 weeks and let you know that, yeah, what I said was cool and all, but this guy's worth your $55. It's a very unique situation.
It does them no purpose to bury Jon Jones now because he's in the main event. And, you know, let's face it, going forward, he's going to be one of the biggest stars in the company, most likely. I mean, he's probably going to keep winning. Look at his age, look at his ability. The guy's an awesome fighter. You can't deny it. And, you know, you don't want people to, you know, have a bad opinion of him. You got to make money with him.
I'm predicting that I'll probably get booed more than cheered, but I'm okay with it. I've come to terms with it.
I'm here with the champion, ladies and gentlemen.
But I don't think it is fair to solely criticize him. Solely. One guy only.
I agree with that. You're right. Dan Henderson knew 2 weeks before the fight. And had he given me that 2 weeks, like he should have, this fight might have happened.
He's got it!
Some suggest that until you face adversity inside the octagon, we don't get to truly see the heart of a champ.
Got that armbar in every way, shape, or form. I've never had my arm pop like that before, and I don't know, I felt it, but I worked too hard to give up.
I tap out due to Americana, and still the undisputed.
You and Jones good again now after?
Yeah, we're cool. It was just a blessing in disguise, man. It's made me grow so much as a man. It made me grow as a father and as a husband. You know, I've just done a lot of stupid things, and I was getting away with a lot of stupid things, and you know, just going through it and realizing the seriousness of the world and how everything could have been changed for my life really motivated me and to do things better, do things right, you know, grow up. So, you know, I meant what I said, you know, and I'm just really grateful for, you know, being here, being alive, and you know, being able to grow and take things a little more serious. My name is Jon Jones. I just turned 21, July 19th. I'm from a small town in upstate New York. A lot of cows and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm a young guy with big dreams, big goals, and a hardcore Christian. And you know, I think God put me here, and I'm hoping to stay.
Well, what about Chael?
Chael's a lunatic.
The champ is here! 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 The champ is here!
This was his big opportunity to slip one past the greatest icon this sport has ever seen, and he missed it. He missed it like a chump. Well, you know, you're essentially asking me to try to think like Jon Jones, and if I was successful and I thought like Jon Jones, I would be a much stupider person. I am a genius. I am a published author on the New York Times best-selling list. The last thing I want to do is try to think like Jon Jones does.
Chael told me that he's a mental midget, and he'll beat him mentally first.
It is, in my opinion, nothing short of remarkable what Chael Sonnen has done in the last 3 years. He has revolutionized the way you sell yourself as a fighter.
I would simply say in one word, kaboom.